Azrael is one of the more underrated yet incredibly interesting characters within the Batman universe. A member of the group of assassins created by the Sacred Order of Saint Dumas, he can be seen as a bit morally ambiguous, having been on the side of good yet still committing some pretty heinous acts. So today we're gonna dive into some interesting tidbits about the valiant hero with our list of the top 10 Azrael surprising facts. And at number 10, aliases. There's been two men known to take up the Azrael alias in the comics, one being Jean-Paul Valley, who is likely the more iconic of the two, and the second being Michael Washington Lane. Jean-Paul first appeared in 1992 and became a supporting character in the Batman titles, fighting alongside Batman and rejecting his birthright to be part of the Order, and would eventually take up the mantle. Up next, number 9, Nightfall. So why is Valley so iconic? During the Nightfall story arc, in which Bane notoriously breaks Batman's back, Valley picks up the Batman mantle while Bruce is paralyzed. He feels Bruce's crime-fighting tactics are obsolete, and goes a bit rogue, busting out more brutal means of distributing justice. He becomes more and more delusional and violent, starts killing by letting villain Abattoir fall to his death, and almost strangles Robin, aka Tim Drake, to death too. Eventually, Bruce goes after him to reclaim his Batman identity, and of course succeeds. And at number 8, homeless. So what happens after all that goes down? Well, Valley left Wayne Manor and became homeless after having a bit of a mental breakdown. Bruce seeks him out and gives him some cash and intel on the Order of Saint Dumas, so that Valley can answer questions about his origin. He and a new alcoholic former psychiatrist buddy named Brian go to investigate, and end up saving a nun in the process. Up next, number 7, Test Tube Baby. Things only get more depressing for Valley after that. Ra's al Ghul gets involved and Valley learns from him that he's actually a test tube baby, and that his genes were spliced with animal DNA. Neat. In at number 6, Michael Washington Lane. So when does Michael Washington Lane pop up? In 2009, during the Battle for the Cowl event, Lane starred in a mini-series called Azrael, Death's Dark Knight. An ex-cop, he's approached by the Order of Purity to become the next Azrael after their last one went insane and killed a police officer. Dark. He runs into Nightwing and Talia al Ghul, who both assume that he's the previous Azrael, so of course Washington has to prove them wrong. He would then later appear in a few stories afterwards, and even in the New 52 with a very brief cameo in Batwoman issue 2, but that was subsequently removed. This is because the Batwoman issues were created prior to the relaunch of the New 52, and they had to be edited to reflect the new continuity. And at number 5, his upbringing. Despite being next in line to take up the Azrael mantle after his father's death, Jean-Paul Valley seemed to have a pretty decent upbringing, including an education in programming at Gotham University. After the fact, it was revealed when his father crawled home in the Azrael costume, practically dying, that his intentions in giving Jean-Paul a small fortune was to try to escape the Order of Saint Dumas, rather than join them. Though his daddy cared after all. And at number 4, his gauntlets. And some pretty neat trivia here, the claw gauntlets that Jean-Paul's Azrael used when he was operating as Batman are now used by Kate Spencer's character as Manhunter, minus the tech that he had sitting on top of his forearms. The more you know. In our number 3 spot, Arkhamverse. Azrael appears in the video games Arkham City and Arkham Knight. In City, he can be first seen on a rooftop when Bruce enters Arkham City, and disappears when you get close. He then goes on to appear in the Mystery Stalker mission, leaving cryptic statements for you, along with symbols that all form a map to his whereabouts. He tells Batman of a prophecy in which Batman is Gotham's savior. This continues into Arkham Knight, where, long story short, he returns to tell Batman the prophecy has come true, and then a bunch of other stuff happens, but play the games, they're really fun. This version of Azrael is a bit of an amalgamation between the Jean-Paul Valley version and the Michael Lane version. Up next, number 2, he's in Gotham, sort of. While the Gotham television show has its ups and downs, and a lot of downs, as some fans are concerned, the one thing it does have going for itself is that it presents a different version of the Batman and Jim Gordon origin stories, and has ventured into some pretty unexpected territory, however cheesy that territory may be. Also has a pretty solid art department, just saying. Villain Theo Gavlin took up the Azrael helm, with a different approach on the character when he was resurrected by Doctor Strange to take out Jim Gordon. And finally, in at number 1, his conditioning. As we mentioned previously, Jean-Paul Valley had a birthright to become part of the Order. Once his father died, he learned about his new duties, but fought against the conditioning he gained in his training, and subtly throughout all of his life when he got the help of Batman. But Jean-Paul has always been affected by that conditioning, despite trying to change his ways, including the way that he approached problem solving after the fact. He has a tendency to avoid using technology, which would sometimes make things a lot easier, and goes about doing things in a much more difficult manner that is at least his way. During the Contagion story arc, when an antidote recipe is needed to be delivered to a quarantined Gotham City, he rushed past the military borders, breaking down the fences, while his accomplices just emailed the recipe to hospitals instead. But, I mean, A for effort. Alright, there we have it, friends. Are you a fan of either Azraels? Let us know in those comments below. And if you dug this video, hey, why not show us some love? Hit those like and subscribe buttons. And head on over to our channel Top 10 Nerd to check out some more nerdy videos, like the top 10 recent uploads. In the meantime, thanks for watching. I've been Kelly Pally and this has been Top 10 Nerd. I'll catch you all in the next one.